without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our listener questions. Alfie, you got the first listener question there for us, sir?
I sure do, sir. This is from Maxine in Lilburn, Mr. Gaddis.
Yes.
And she would like to know, what do you need to do to make our home look great from the street?
Oh, Maxine, we get this type of question quite often, and it is so very important because, Maxine, when you put your home on the market and somebody drives up to the front of your home, they're sitting out in the street, whether or not they've got that good vibe is determined within, 10, 15, 20 seconds of them driving up to your home. And so what you want to do, Maxine, is you want to make your home look as new as you possibly can. And when your home was brand spanking new, it did not have shrubbery and trees that were grown up over the roof line. It generally had small shrubs that grew up maybe to the bottom of the windowsill. Get rid of the stuff that makes your house look old. So cut it down, rip it out, do everything you need to make your landscaped areas around the house, make the house look as new as possible.
And also it would make it doesn't seem so cluttered, right? I think it would give it a little bit more space, right? Getting rid of a lot of the stuff that
it makes the home look bigger, makes the home look newer. You're exactly right. We also want to make the front door look nice and bright and clean. We want to make sure all the windows are really sparkly and clean from the street. You probably want to remove any window screens. If you have them, take them off, store them in the crawl space, the basement, or outside in the backyard in a garden shed if you have one, but get them off the front of the house. Really good idea to have the yard looking very, very nice, fertilized, nice and green, all the bed lines cut in very nicely, and also make sure you have plenty of mulch in your bedded areas. Make sure the grass has clean edges at your sidewalks, at your driveways, at your areas where it meets the grass. But I think, Maxine, if you'll focus on rip and strip, make sure the house is as clean and as presentable as possible on the front. Again, windows clean, all that kind of good stuff. I think you'll be in good shape.
Here's Gary from Duluth who wants to know, we're looking to buy a multifamily property, a duplex. How do we determine our offer price?
Oh, so, Gary, that's a great question, and I wish I could tell you that you determine your offer price. You should determine your offer price based on the property's ability to produce cash flow for you. So one of the things that we do, Gary, in sort of making really down and dirty and quick analysis of whether or not a duplex makes sense from an investment standpoint is we try to follow a 10 or 12 rule. Meaning, if you take the monthly rent, so let's say if each side rents for $1,000 a month, that's $2,000. That's $2,000 a month. Times 12 months a year is $24,000 a year. And I say you can pay between 10 and 12 times the annual rent in purchase price and have an investment that will tend to give you a relatively good cash flow, maybe 5%, 6%, 7%, 8%. It really depends on the rest of the particulars. But the reality is, Gary, that the value of duplexes, triplexes, and quadruplexes in Metro Atlanta are really determined by the comparable sales. And so people are paying anywhere from $220 to $270 or $80 for duplexes. They're paying, $300-ish, $320 for triplexes, and up to $400,000 for quadruplexes.